Oh, hello. So today we have the Rakesh, one of our Excel students. So how are you, Rakesh? How,
Yes,
how
sir,
are
I'm
you?
fine.
Fine. So yeah. So let us start from your education background. From where you have done the BTech and MTech, and which college and which year?
Yes, I have done my BTech from VLSI Goa campus, and
Okay.
I have done my MTech from IIIT Allahabad.
Hmm.
Graduated from MTech in 2023. This year.
Okay. Okay. So what is the process for the admission in like for BTech? Like NI bits Goa?
Yeah, for BTech admission, there was an exam called BITSAT admission test. Yeah, it was based on 12th standard subject only.
Mhm.
It's easy. But the competition is really huge in India. So getting into it requires a lot of talent and luck also.
Yeah.
And it
So
is
how?
bits is very costly. So
Yeah. How is the fees? Like what is the fees? Like estimated fees?
currently the fees is very high. Like for 4 years, it is around 30 lakhs, 20 to
Hmm.
30 lakhs.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah.
At my time, it is much less, very less.
Yeah. So now going to the next question. Yeah. So how is the placement at which Goa? Like, do you got some placement or not?
Yeah, the placement at Bits Plan is really good, especially in the computer science domain, IT and computer science. The placements are excellent there, and in terms of electronics also, the placements are excellent. All the top product companies, Intel, Texas Instrumentation, all of these product companies come. Service companies are not allowed in Bits. So all the top product companies come and people get placed at very high package,
What
especially in
about your
computer and
placement?
IT domain.
In
People
which
get
company you
placed
got
at
placed?
very high.
What about
I
your?
got placed in Rouse IIT. My placement. I got placed at Rouse IIT in Bitskoa. So I have worked in physics teaching domain for 12th standard IIT coaching for 2 years after my
Okay.
graduation.
So like, you didn't try it for the coding profile, like software profile and all. Software profile. You didn't
In
try
my
for
BTech, after my BTech, yeah,
in
after
BTech.
my BTech, I was really interested. Yes, in my BTech, like for the placement during BTech, I was interested in physics teaching domain. I wanted to work for 2 years as in physics teaching because teaching I can do the teaching really well, and physics is my favorite subject, and my skill is also really good in teaching and
In
physics.
physics.
Yeah, I mean, for the JEE and NEET preparation for that. So I worked in that domain for 2 years in coaching industry. After that, I wanted to move into corporate sector in electronics. So I gave GATE and got admission to reply.
How was your gate rank? Like, how was your gate rank? And how you did prepare for it?
My GATE score,
With a job or
okay,
without
for
job?
GATE, I have prepared. What's that?
You prepared for the gate without
What's
job or with job? You prepared for the gate
without job?
without job.
I mean, yes, it was during COVID time, 2020. It was complete lockdown in India. So in 2020, I was having a job, but I got laid off because in teaching domain, all of the people got laid off during the COVID time. So after that layoff, I started preparing for GATE from an institute called OM Institute, OHM Institute in Hyderabad. Online coaching. I took online coaching for GATE in electrical engineering from OM Institute. They have provided recorded lectures for GATE, and there was live coaching for GATE. So I took GATE from Home Institute and I wrote GATE in 2021. I got a very low score, 369 out of 1000. So, but in 2021, MTech admissions, the cutoff got down very well. So, because of that, I got admission into a prestigious college on IIIT Allahabad. The placements are really good at IIIT. So,
So
yeah,
my next
because
question is,
even though
yeah, you can continue.
yeah, even though my gate score was less at that time, uh, my say to all the gate graduates is whatever is your low score, whether it is if it is 300 or whatever, but you can still look at a VLSI domain. It is not that only if you get into IIT or NIT you will get a good job in VLSI domain. It is not like that. If you are looking to get into VLSI industry, don't think about your score. It can be as low as possible. You can get into any college for VLSI. Get into VLSI industry, at least to a service-based company. Then you can easily shift into product companies after 2 years. So don't think that my gate score is less. I cannot get my 12 points. Many people say that all the counseling institutes, post gate counseling people say your gate score is very less. You can't get into VLSI. Don't think like that. You can get into VLSI
Because
even
there are
with
a
a
lot
very
of
low
colleges
score.
like
You
Package
can make a
Chandigarh
good
is
thing.
there, DIT Pune is there, where placements are really good for the VLSI, and they have the like around 400 score like that. Even in the low score, you can get some good college in the VLSI. But try to take the VLSI branch. That is the
Yes.
priority. Yeah. My next question is: you are from
Yes.
physics background. You like after the BTech. So why didn't you go for quota like Alan quota, like
Yes.
resonance, all this coaching? Because these coaching are paying very well to the teachers. Or why didn't you go for the like master in engineering physics like from the USA or something like that? Why only VLSI?
Uh, Physics, teaching and physics is my hobby. I wanted to do it, but did not want to take it as a career. So that is the reason. That is the actual reason. I did not want to take that physics teaching as a career. So just as a hobby, I did it, and after that, I wanted to choose a career.
Okay. Currently, in which company you are got placed?
I got placed at SingularityAIX, which is based at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. But all the employees are currently working from home.
So it is a product-based company or service-based company?
It is a product-based company which has produces its own products by itself. All the products.
Okay. So my next question is, how was the selection process in this company? It was also on campus or off campus? How many rounds were there, and what is the PPO
It was
process?
an
Three questions: on
yeah.
campus, off campus,
So
selection process, and the PPO process. Three questions are.
okay. So it was an on-campus placement. The placement unit of our college brought the company, and there for initially for the people who are looking for placement, there was a computer-based test, multiple choice questions for a very short time of 15 minutes, based on the company is completely analog design, RFIC, radio frequency integrated circuit design company. So it is completely analog questions. The 15 minutes questions were completely on analog, and they were very tough, really tough. So the thing is, most of the people in our EC domain were not able to answer many questions. Even I answered few questions only. So after that computer-based test, 4 to 5 people got shortlisted to the interview, and the interview was extensive. They tested the basics and the projects in analog domain completely extensively. The company employees tested it, and after that interview process, 2 people got shortlisted. 2 people got selected. They were offered. I mean, I and another person were offered internship for 3 months, and after that, the profile of junior analog circuit designer was also offered.
Okay. What was the PPO process? PPO process. PPO process.
PPO process. I mean, right after the interview, after around 1 week, they have selected 2 people. So See, the internship is not a probation period in Singularity. Internship is more like a training process.
Yeah.
So there was no screening, but we were given some little amount of work. So based on that, they have directly converted us into junior circuit. So we were not in tension whether we will be selected.
So
Into
why only
full-time
3
job
months
or not.
internship?
We
Why
were
only
sure
3 months?
that
Other companies are giving minimum 6 months or 11
Why?
months. Why only 3 months internship? It was useful
Yes.
or like only wasting of time?
Yes.
Or what we have done in this 3 months
Yes.
internship?
Okay, so in this 3 month internship is more like a tool training. It was a tool training on the power.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So the 3 months internship was more like a tool training on the tool Cadence Companies Virtuoso tool, which is the analog design software. It has the schematic. It is called test bench in analog design domain. So on that schematic, on the test bench, we take the different instances of all the wires and all the components, which are the resistors and capacitors, the components which are required in the analog circuit, in the small block of the analog circuit that we are supposed to design. We in that software, we take them and we design the circuit, and we will simulate it by running the ADE analog design environment. We launch it, we simulate that circuit, and we run that circuit, and we see the different parameters like gain, unity bandwidth, unity gain bandwidth, all the parameters that are necessary for the specification. They are tested, and the circuit is corrected, updated based on the results that we are required. Based on the results obtained, and to match it, we update the circuit to match the specifications, initial specifications given by the company. So for that tool training, we need Cadence Virtuoso is a very extensive tool. It is not any PCB design tool. There are so many PCB design tools that anybody can do. They are like DIY projects, do-it-yourself projects. There, children and all college, BTech college projects. Many people do PCB design, but Virtuoso is analog design tool. So which is very extensive, very extremely costly and very powerful tool for the analog design. So learning how to handle Virtuoso is very important, and it needs training. It needs training. Anybody can't do it just like that. So they gave us tool training on Virtuoso for about 2.5 months. So we have learned. They have taught us how to use the Virtuoso tool. Oh, and they have taught us 1 or 2 basic circuits. We have simulated that and we have learned. And after that, they have also we were made apprentice to the designers which are already there. So we were helping, they were giving us small work. So we were learning from our seniors in the company.
So it was like more about, it was more like a training, right? 3 months training.
Yes.
Based
Yes.
on the training, on your performance, you are getting the PPO, right? This is a
process. Yes.
Yeah. This is also one useful technique which we can do, because you can learn the theoretical concept or even like academics project in the college, but tool-based projects, tool-based knowledge is very important. That is also something good. Yeah. So, how you got to know about VLSI for all?
I came to know about VLSI for all from a WhatsApp group. Somehow I joined a WhatsApp group, the public WhatsApp. So from that, I came to know that it is a coaching institute for placements and all. So from that, I have I got a call from the marketing team from the VLSI for all, and I came to know that I have asked what type of courses are there, and I was thinking at RTL design and verification profile during my after the first year of my IMTech. So during the summertime, I wanted to. I was not having enough skill a knowledge on Verilog and verification. So I have asked for, I have asked, they have suggested me the verification course, RTL verification course. So I have taken that course. And if I have to tell about the course, we were provided initially. We were provided the digital design course where where the recorded lectures of all the digital concepts were there. The subject that was discussed in the digital design course is very extensive. What to say, high end subject which is relevant to the placements, which is which is targeting the placements. So I really like the digital course. It was very useful because in the placement process, in the computer-based test, 90% of the questions are based on digital only. In the initial that computer-based screening test. So for that, all the VLSI students have to have the knowledge about deep knowledge about digital. So for that, this digital course was very much useful. And after the digital course, we were also provided the practice questions, and there were live practice question solving sessions, and the questions were very, very tricky, and they were of high quality. So practicing those questions became very helpful. Those digital questions. So I would suggest that digital subject which was discussed is of high quality. And after that, the Verilog course, in Verilog course, the recorded videos or the live sessions, the Verilog code and the test bench code of each design were discussed right from the basics. So
Even
the
live class
student can watch
the yes. Even live classes were there for Verilog for you.
Yeah.
Live classes were there.
Even in the live classes, yes. In the live classes also, the design was discussed right from the basics, so that the student can learn the basics of Verilog coding, and they can try coding some designs initially by themselves, and by following so they can correct themselves. So that Verilog course and the live course which was there for Verilog, and the teacher which was there, she had taken a lot of personal.
Bhumika ma'am, I guess. Bhumika ma'am or Anjali ma'am maybe there.
Yeah, Bhumika ma'am. So she had taken personal care about each student. So she would ask each student about how much. She would give some work in the previous day. She would ask the students to do that, and she would ask each student whether they have done that particular code and design, and she would give directions on how to proceed and all. And during the design, during the live class, the projects which were discussed during the live class in the end of the course were of high quality, and they are very much necessary during the interview, because in the interview, the interviewers are very much interested in discussing about the project that the student has done. So these high-end projects give a very good edge to the students if they are able to, if they have good comment about this the design of these projects. So they can have a good edge in the interview. That projects were discussed by Bhumika ma'am extensively in the Verilog course. The Verilog course, I have really liked the Verilog course. And even in the verification course, the live verification course was also of high quality.
Yeah, system development medium. And what about the STA? How was the STA? STA covered in live or recorded? It was in live or recorded?
In the live, I did not do STA in live. I have watched recording videos for STA. STA was also of high quality. And if I had to talk about the other plus points of VLSI for all, we would join the student community in the WhatsApp groups. So if a particular student have some very basic questions, small doubts regarding particular subject concepts, or about any design or any particular question in the practice questions, he can ask them in the he or she can ask them in the student community group, and the other students which are there, and the teachers which are there in the community would answer those questions really well, they would, so the student can get those very basic doubts cleared, small doubts cleared in the student community. The teachers and other students would answer those basic questions. And we also have the placement community where the students would try, applying for different companies, and they would discuss the interview process, the questions and all. So that preparation strategy for the PPO process, the interview process, that which were being discussed in the student community, were really helpful for anybody to in their preparation. And after that, the update classes which you were taking, in which all the students would join, and you would ask each student about what they have done till now, and you would suggest them how to proceed in their preparation process. So the other students in the community could understand what other students are doing, what better things the other students are doing in their preparation, so they can add for their preparation process, and become better every day, and they can update themselves. So that was there. Yeah.
So there is one premium group. So how frequently your jobs are coming? How frequently the jobs are coming in the premium?
Yeah. So in the premium group, the jobs were very frequent. Both the product-based companies and the service-based companies jobs were also posted, and all the people would apply for those jobs. And they were very frequent. Every day, I think 4 to 5.
Even internal recruitments are going on, internal drives are going on. Like right now, Qubit Labs or through chip and logic for technologies, 3D drives are going on, right? So if we talk about mock interviews, have you given any mock interview till now in VLSI for all?
Yeah. No, but I know that the mock interviews were there in VLSI for all, and many people would give the mock interviews, and it had been very useful for all the students. The mock interview process were really useful. Yes, because when the student directly gives one mock interview, he will be challenged with interview questions. So the student can clearly understand what backlogs are there in their preparations, what backlogs, and what is the level of preparation, what is their skill level and knowledge level. The student can assess themselves with a live mock interview, so that the student can get the realistic picture of what he is, so that he can understand with what rate he should, actually change his preparation rate. He will understand that I'm really lagging, and he can accelerate his preparation process.
Yeah,
so
they can
that
change
in
it.
that way,
They can improve it. Actually, they can improve actually. Right? Because if they are giving direct interview,
it gives a realistic picture.
Realistic, real-time mock interview. It is.
What, sir?
It is a real-time mock interview. Real-time mock. If you are failing in the mock interview, it is completely fine. But if you are failing in the real interview, you will not get the chance again for 6 months at least. That is the main motive. Right now, we have started the quizzes also. Recently, we have started the quizzes also.
Yes. The common VLSI quizzes.
Yeah. So now, if we talk about
the mock interviews, I would suggest. I would suggest every student to attempt the mock interviews, because the student can get the realistic picture of what they are, which they cannot get in any other way. Because the student cannot get the realistic picture of what they are apart from the mock interviews, right? So it is very important for a student to understand what they are, because the student keeps on preparing. What happens during the preparation process is the student sees if the student doesn't get an answer, he can immediately see the answer from somewhere, ask someone, and get the answer. Yeah. But in that process, he is not understanding. He's not understanding that he's not having good level of good skill. But in the mock interviews, right on his face, he can understand what his preparation strategy is, so that he can know, right, I need to change my preparation process this way. I need to be more truthful about myself. So that's how the mock interview is really important for any student.
My next question is, how on campus or off campus, which placement like interview is difficult according to you? Off campus or off campus? On campus or off?
I think off campus is really difficult compared to on campus, because in on campus, the employees of the company would think that this is a really good college. The students already have a good talent. That is why they went into this college. They will have that perspective, and with that, the interview will go on, and it is easy for a person to crack that interview from on campus, because because of the reason I gave. But if it is an off campus, the interviewer would think that doesn't know anything about the student. He will start right from the basics, and he would test him really. They will judge us really hard in the off campus. I have seen that with many cases. I have seen many people attending the on campus. My on campus interview was light compared to any other off campus interview, because of the reason I gave. The college will give an edge. The employees will think that the students already are talented.
My next question is for the off campus. If the NIT student is there and non-NIT student is there, let's say second tier or third tier college, and both have the same skills. So will the company will distinguish anyone or not?
Little bit of edge will be there. Little bit
in the
of
shortlisting, maybe in the shortlisting. Maybe in the shortlisting they will distinguish.
In the shortlisting and even in the interview, I don't know how. Sometimes it can be positive way and sometimes it can be negative. So what I mean to say is little bit of edge will be there, but in off campus the test is really hard in the interview. In the interview, the judgment is really the interview questions is the interview time is also very long. In the interview, in the on-campus interview, yes, in the on-campus interview, the interview are around half an hour, 1 hour, because the reason is in the on-campus interview, around 10 people, 15 people on a bulk will be selected for the interview. So the employee will have large burden to select. So he will shorten the time of each interview and he will try to finish his work. But in the off-campus, I don't know, but the interview time itself is very long. So the judgment process is really hard in the off-campus.
There are a lot of candidates. They have a lot of choices also, right?
Yes.
If we talk about if anyone is preparing for UPSC also, VLSI also, and doing the MTech, it is possible to manage 3 things.
UPSC is a really hard thing, because UPSC is the second most difficult exam in the world. I don't think a person can prepare VLSI and UPSC at the same time. No, it is. I don't think it is advisable, because
some students do like that. Some students do like that. Some students try to do that. They will prepare for the VLSI for 2 months for UPSC, 3 months for this thing, like that.
Yes, they can do serially. What they can do is they can prepare for VLSI first, because it is easier compared to UPSC. They can get a job in VLSI industry, and then they can start.
That is fine. If they are getting job and they are preparing after that is fine. But 3 things parallel is not possible, I guess.
Not advisable. But some people who are extremely talented, there are cases. I will tell one example. There is a person called Prithvi Tej. He's an IIT Bombay graduate. He is the first ranker, 2011 IIT first ranker. He's from Andhra Pradesh only. Emmadi Prithvi Tej. So he got placement in 2015. He graduated from IIT Bombay in computer science. He got a placement in South Korea in Samsung Electronics. I don't know whether it is electronics job or IT job, but he got placed for 1 crore, around more than 1 crore package. So he worked there for 15 months. 15 months he worked there, and for 3 months or 4 months he prepared for UPSC online. He took UPSC coaching only for 3 months online, and he got 21 rank in UPSC 2016 or 17.
Rare cases are
21 rank in UPSC.
But it is not generally advisable. Generally not advisable. First get the job or at least the internship, then prepare for some other exam. At least get some one goal, then go for other goal, right? It is advisable. And
serial preparation is better than parallel preparation.
Yeah. If we talk about fees structure, it is affordable or not? at
Yeah,
VLSI
that is
for all?
what I really want to tell about VLSI for all. There are many VLSI coaching institutes in India. They also provide good level of content, but their fees is really high. A middle class BTech graduate, if he had to afford that fees is not easy. He or she cannot convince their parents to pay that much amount. Even in their college, they did not pay that much amount. If they have to pay for coaching institutes, if they have to pay for the coaching institutes that much high money, it is not easy for a middle class BTech or MTech graduates. Even if the MTech graduates are getting stipend, it is not easy for them to afford that 1 lakh or 1,80,000. It is not easy. But in VLS for all, such quality of information, such quality of service is being provided at a reasonably low amount. Like the with no cost serial EMIs, we were able to
EMIs
pay
are
it
there.
at no cost serial. Yeah. So I would say I would like the massive population is there in middle class students. There are highest amount of population are middle class only, the BTech graduates. So for if they have to purchase a particular course, they have to consider the quality of content, the provision of the assistance that can be provided during the placements, and the fees also, because they are not placed.
So if the fees is less, the quality is
So
okay, or like hello. If the fees is less in VLSI for all,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
have we compromised
Yeah.
with the quality or not? It is good or like up to the mark or like above average, below average?
It is up to the mark. It is above up to the mark because I have seen in live, I have seen n number of people getting placed in live in product companies. I have seen in the WhatsApp groups. I have talked to those students. So they have got placed in the product companies like Intel and all those top product companies. Synopsis. The students getting placed in the variety of profiles, RTL design, verification, DFT, and all those variety of profiles. Student getting internships, getting placed in the product companies. I have seen n number of people. So this is a live example that even in the reasonably low amount of fees, the students are getting excellent service and they are getting placed in product companies. And I have seen many people getting placed in service based also. So I think the VLSI for all did not compromise for service in terms of fees.
But right now recession is going, so every training institute have the low placement. That is from the market background. Coaching center can't do anything in that. But every coaching center is still giving their best. Yeah. So yeah. My next question is, there is a lot of aspirants from your college. So from your college itself. So how is the feedback and all? Like, you want to refer some juniors also?
Yes, I would like to refer anybody for VLSI for all. During their preparation, definitely because of the add-ons that VLSI for all can provide, like the mock interviews and the placement assistance especially, and the subject that which is being provided is of high quality. The high quality subject is there. The community, the student community will add on, and the mock interviews are there, and the placement assistance is there. So I will suggest anybody, especially for the students who are not having a tag of government college, like the students who are not from IIT or NIT or even IIIT. There are the huge mass of population of the students are from those colleges. So for those people who are looking for a good placement at a reasonably low price with a high service, high quality service, I would suggest VLSI for all.
But obviously, efforts will be your only. It is not like that we are putting all the efforts and you are not putting the efforts.
Yes.
It will be waste. Whether you give 2 lakh rupees fees, it is wasteful. Because company are not full. Because company have to recruit you, right? They will check your quality, right? If you want to give the rating out of 5, how will be rating out of 5
for VLSI?
Yeah, overall.
For VLSI for all, I will give 5, sir, because if it's to see, it is about the student how he can milk, how he can milk from that VLSI for all,
Yeah.
everything is available, everything, high quality service is available, but it is up to the person who can exploit, who can leverage their amount that they have paid, the return of investment. Because I have seen both type of people. I have seen people who have complained about VLSI for all for not getting placements. I have seen people who are not talking anything but got placed in product-based companies. The two types of people are there. So it is when the service is available, when someone is getting placed at
If someone is
for
not
high.
joining any class, we can't force them. Right? If someone is not joining
Yes.
any class, how I can force them? Right? It is a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is not fair for anybody to complain about not getting placed, because there are many people who are getting placed. So the mistake is with the student and not with the service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My next question is, if we talk about trustability of the brand, right, of our platform, it is an online platform. So some students have the doubt whether it is trusted brand, because there are a lot of fake coaching centers also who are not even registered anywhere, right? Who are running by some working profession like that, right? Which is not even registered. They don't have any credibility also. So do you think VLSI for us have the that thing? Have you checked it?
Trustable,
Yeah.
creditable. Okay. Definitely it is there, because I have talked to the students who have got placed in from VLSI for all in service and product based companies, because you advertise about, because you tell about people who got placed in the companies, and anybody can check that thing. Anybody can talk to them and get to know whether or not they are placed. So that's how the VLSI for all can be trusted.
Yeah.
Yes.
One video can be fake, two video can be fake, but thousands of the video can't be fake, right?
Yes, can't fake. Yeah.
So my next question is, right now recession is going on. So what is your advice for the student? Like what should they should do? Either wait for the right time or upskill themselves, or if they are getting service-based company with 2-year bond, they should join it and later go to the product-based company after breaking the bond or whatever the process, because they are getting the joining bonus from the product-based company after 2 years also. That is also fine. Or they should switch to the coding profile. So what is the ideal solution according to you?
I think they should choose the path. I think they should catch something which is available right away, because we don't know when the recession is going to end, right? So they should not wait for the product for the opportunities in the product based companies, and it is opening also. I have recently seen in the product based companies there is a recession is opening. So in the service based companies there is bond. So it is up to the student. My suggestion is, because the student recession we cannot say when the recession is going to end. So a student should take an opportunity that is available from a service-based companies, finish that, and
add
one
some
thing
projects,
is,
add some projects that they can also do. Add some more projects, more and more projects, rather than wasting your time.
Yes, and one more thing I have to say is, service-based companies is not a bad choice, because in the because if you compare the service-based companies and product companies, people always look at the payment difference that is available between them, and the bond also available. But in the service-based companies, because the student is a fresher, in the service-based companies, the student can get an opportunity to learn a lot of basics, to learn a lot, especially from if I see in my own company, it is a smaller company. Even though it is a product-based company, it's a little smaller compared to Intel and all. But in our service-based company, in our product-based only Singularity, there we are getting an opportunity to learn a lot from our seniors. So we are given training, and we in the service-based companies, in the smaller companies, the students generally get an opportunity to learn a lot, because they are in the initial stage of their career. Later on, in 1 or 2 years, they can shift to bigger companies, but they will have a solid beginning to their career. So it is not at all a bad opportunity
Or
to get into
they can add
service.
more projects or at least give the mock interviews, quizzes, and all these things we are doing.
Mm.
We are doing a lot of things free of cost also. They can at least do those things, right? Yeah. So, any motivational tip you want to give to the student?
Motivation tip is, see, it doesn't matter in which college you are there in the country. It can be a very small college in your city only, in your own city or town or anywhere. But if you really want to get into VLSI industry, the college is not at all the matter. The placement that is do not depend upon the placement that is provided in the college. LinkedIn is for free, so you can apply for a number of jobs, do free internships, or get into the reasonably low institutes like VLSI for all. Leverage the opportunities that is service that is provided in the VLSI for all. Use that small things. Get into. Do not think that I need that big companies. No, your VLSI is your interest. So somehow get into that VLSI industry. And 1 or 2 years, I have joined the company around 3 months ago, and without knowing, the 3 months got finished. So if you join a company, the time runs really fast.
Yeah,
So
even financial background, at least something you will get the confidence, you can get the experience. And if you are getting the experience, you can go to the product-based company as well as bigger company
yes.
on the basis of that experience, right? So
Yes,
that is
take small steps. So take small steps, and you can go into really big positions in a very small time. Do not think that only if I pay 1 lakh to that big like big coaching institutes, they will give a placement just like that. Like just like that, by magic I can get placement. If I pay 1 lakh, I can get a placement from the big institutes. That is not possible. The better option is, like, you can spend smaller amount, take smaller steps, and you can go to the really big positions. Like the what is important is the knowledge and skill set that a student is having. So focus on that skill set, improving the skill set. Use the opportunity available in LinkedIn. LinkedIn has free resources, free opportunities. Leverage the opportunities on LinkedIn, and you can do it. Do not worry about gate score and all. Yeah. Yes.
because coaching center can't like change your college. We can't change your college. We can't reduce your career gap. We can't if you are not attending any class, we can't force you, right? We can say 1 or 2 times or 4 times, but daily no coaching center will force you to join the classes, right? So it's up to to both. It is bothly dependent on the coaching institute as well as on the student. If the student is not working hard, no coaching center. Even after paying 2 lakh rupees, no coaching center can give you the job. So that is a thing. Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah. Anything you want to say something in the end?
I really want to thank VLSI for all for giving me a very good, high quality service, for taking personal care for a reasonably low amount of fees. They have really given me the what do you say? I had some hope, because from our time only, the recession was there.
Yeah.
So it was the placements was really tough in our college, but I still had hope. Like, okay, I'll be trying, but there is VLSI for all. I can use that opportunity. So that hope was there. The service was really good. Personal care was there at a reasonably low amount. So I would really like to thank VLSI for all, and you, Rajat sir, for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day. Good night. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Thank you.